Hey everyone, this is Christopher with Elm Street Cultural Arts Village again. I have the Reeves house behind me and we took a sneak peek of it, your first look last week. So if you haven't seen that video, check it out. But today they're actually putting some insulation in and doing a couple other things. So rather than try to interrupt and talk over them, I thought it would be the perfect day to check out the brand new Mary F. Kish Center for Ceramics and Pottery. So the Kish Center just opened. We've had one class and we're gonna have a lot more for you coming in the new year. So I thought it'd be the perfect day to check out what's inside. Let's take a look. Okay, we are on the inside of the Kish Center. So this was a historic home. It was actually the last part of the Elm Street property that was acquired for Elm Street. So this was a residential house. Somebody lived here up until it was acquired. And we, there was a couple of things that we needed to fix up just based off of a regular home. So I'm gonna give you an inside look of kind of what we did. We have done a tremendous amount here to open up the space. So over here in this corner was one of the bedrooms. It's now open up. You can actually see that's where our pottery wheels are. On the opposite side over here, this was actually standing in the original living room when you first walked in the front door here. And then there was another space right here. There's actually a giant wall right here. And this was actually the original dining room, followed by another wall. You can see where it actually existed there. Was now is the kitchen. So there was a kitchen, a dining room, a living room, a bedroom, one bathroom that we've converted into 2 bathrooms now, and then we kept one room closed, which was another bedroom, but we kept that closed and I'll show you that in just 1 second. But we've done a lot of space, and really the only things that were replaced or taken away as far as the walls or some of the windows were is if they were damaged or kicked in from age, or the walls really had a ton of termite damage when we got them. So those weren't really salvageable, but everything else we kept as original to the house as possible while simultaneously being able to open it up. Then, as I told you that there was one room here that I wanted to show you that we kept closed on purpose, and you can see that we have some materials here, as well as it's the kiln room. So we actually have a giant mammoth kiln that we got and installed. You can see it's permanently hardwired in. We redid, I guess I didn't say that too, is we redid the lighting. So some of the lighting here, and then you can actually see here, maybe, some recessed lighting was added as well. Again, just to keep the space open, and of course, one room left for the kiln, because we got a lot of firing to do, because there's gonna be a lot of pottery made in here. So we obviously wanted to keep as much history in the home as possible, but we did open it up, and you can see really the whole home here, the pottery wheels around the corner, you can see the kiln room right here, but really so many classes and stories and moments are going to be made here with people learning about pottery and ceramics. So I wanted to take a quick moment and talk about the Mary F. Kish Center for Ceramics and Pottery. Specifically, I wanted to tell the story of Mary Kish. She, like her husband, Tom Fruman, were kind of like a lot of us, artists by hobby, not necessarily considering themselves as professional artists, but still loved the craft. He actually, Tom, is a writer, still writes to this day. Mary, who's no longer with us, really took to visual arts and all sorts of different mediums, but really took to pottery and ceramics. And for years, Tom and Mary looked for ways to install a pottery kiln in their house. But as you can imagine, it's not the most practical thing to install in a residential house. And so when Mary passed, Tom made a very generous gift in her name to create the Mary F. Kish Center for Ceramics and Pottery. So the Kish Center really is kind of a tribute to the home and the kiln that they wanted to have for their home, but really in doing so, a tribute to a home that we're kind of creating for the community and they're creating for the community. So we really cannot thank Tom enough, and certainly Mary, for leaving this legacy. We are thrilled to offer this as a resource for the community. We'll have classes ongoing, we'll have some one-off workshops so you can just try it out. And certainly as the Kish Center grows, we think that there's going to be a lot of opportunity for people to kind of have membership, where they can come and go as they please and really work on the craft after they've taken a few classes. So we really expect so many people will be honoring that legacy of Mary F. Kish as they are learning the craft, whether for the first time or perfecting it themselves. We're so excited for the possibilities here, so we can't thank them enough. And we certainly can't thank you enough as well for participating in both that legacy and the next story for the Mary F. Kish Center for Ceramics and Pottery. So that's it for the Kish Center right now. You can certainly can stop by and see it right next to the Reeves house. They're going to work well together. But in saying that, be on the lookout for this upcoming calendar year because we'll have a lot of classes ready to go because we've got some great teachers lined up for you. That's it for the Kish Center. We'll be back to the Reeves house soon enough.